Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini, April 14, 2022. This is an important day for you to make valuable connections with others. You will find yourself engaged in fast-paced, witty conversations and debates from which you can learn a great deal. You are good at seeing both sides of an issue, but the problem is that this can lead to indecisiveness and an inability to make commitments. Choose a path today and stick to it. Be decisive. You might want to work towards negotiating a truce today. You could be trying to pull together with other people on a project. You are good with people, so you should be able to charm conflicting parties. You might need to come up with an outline of a fresh strategy that can be implemented by everyone. Make sure that everyone feels like a valuable part of the project. The transformations in your life right now could take an unexpected turn. Actually, it might be that this bend in the road has already passed, and you are still trying to figure out just how you got here. Perhaps you are working to accept the fact that things are going to be a lot different than the way you originally expected. Don't be thrown, such is life, so go with it. Consider subscribing to a financial newsletter of some sort today. You will find that there is amazing information out there that is not necessarily known to the general public. Knowledge is power. And for the most part, the common knowledge of the majority of people is quite limited. Make an effort to seek news that isn't as well known in your community. Some of the mainstream information out there is quite corrupted. Your social life is due to suffer some turbulence. You feel put down by friends and family, or even get into arguments with them. Take a critical look at yourself. Perhaps you are asking too much of your loved ones. Hold back a little and resolve the issues by talking to them instead of trying to have your own way all the time. You have got to work through some issues that run deep before you can return to the real world and tear things up. If you're suffering from a creative or romantic block, let it go for a while longer. A tendency to rush into romance scares off potential candidates for your love. Such a forceful approach can have an adverse effect on the person you desire. If you're not looking for rejection, try to develop a gentler and serene attitude, then those you meet find you to be a far more attractive proposition to date. You might feel a little restless or nervous today. Don't worry, nothing is wrong with your health. You're just tuning into the intense energies of the day. Try to burn off extra energy with some grounding physical activity. Take the dog out for a really long walk, jog into town instead of driving there today. Do tasks around the house that require your full focus, like remodeling or building something. You'll feel more settled in no time. Today won't be the day to make anything concrete, because the uneven vibrations would rather that you give your mind and body some rest rather than realize projects. This isn't the day to make definitive decisions, but rather one for reflection and questioning. The hour has come to understand the situation as it really is. If your life allows for you to, this would be the moment to be alone so you can look inside of yourself and think. This might be an important point of a pivotal working week, but in his last full day in an adventurous part of your chart, Mars is helping to fuel a sense of rebellion. The stars are aligned professionally, but it is when Mars returns to your career sector tomorrow that rockets will be strapped to the side of this professional year, filled with pure rocket fuel. Today that rocket fuel is being used to fuel a passion for adventure as you look for any chance to play hooky. From tomorrow you can start turning your bucket list into a game plan and resolutions. The moon finds itself at odds with a growing lineup of planetary activity on the professional side of life's fence, returning to deliver the same work-life balance reminders it did during last month's full moon. This comes just a day before the moon returns to begin this month's full moon, this time in your romantic sector. This makes these the right reminders at the right time. Our eyes in the sky. Venus and healing centaur Chiron oppose each other in the morning, which can allow us to mend a lot of the past pain and hurt that we have regarding relationships and romance. It can also help solve any recent heartbreak with friends by allowing us to discuss our issues in a helpful manner in order to resolve problems. There's a chance that relationships will mend themselves. As long as most people are willing to do the work to make a situation better, anything is possible. Not long after that, Mercury and Pluto softly connect in the sky. We can expect the energy to be intense when these two planets get together. Both these planets act as detectives, urging us to be deep in our understanding and desire for information. Solutions can be found and problems resolved. No stone will be left unturned in an effort to gain clarity or understanding of a situation or relationship. By the end of the day, you'll have deeper clarity concerning all of life's mysteries, the good, the bad, and the ugly. If there is something that you're unsure of, it will be resolved by the afternoon. The universe is showing you the truth, which can help you move forward in all matters. In the morning, Venus in Libra opposes Chiron in Aries, stimulating wounded feelings in romance and partnership. Situations arise which cause us to feel self-conscious or embarrassed for expressing ourselves. We may be trying to go above and beyond to show those we love we care, but our actions are misinterpreted, or we regret making a compromise. Although we want to be accepted for who we are, we end up trying to curate an experience for others that, while well-intentioned, comes across as manipulative or dishonest. This influence encourages us to stay true to ourselves as individuals. If we are not confident in our identity, we will continue to enter into partnerships from an insecure place. Following this, Mercury in Virgo forms a trine to Pluto in Capricorn, providing awareness and insight. At this time, it is easy to see into others' inner workings. We are predisposed to analysis and investigation, and want to get to the bottom of something, more to satisfy our curiosity than to take action with our discoveries. Conversations enlighten us to greater self-understanding and encourage us to look deeper at aspects of our thinking that would normally scare us. Exploring at the shadow can only help us now, but if left unchecked, we might also obsess over health or finance-related matters. Be mindful of how far you are willing to go to get answers.